Halo semuanya, kembali lagi di channel Alto Kayak di Honkai Channel. Oke ya, akhirnya kita bisa live streaming lagi. Karena sih ya, bisanya sekarang. Ya ya. Oke. Soalnya kemarin aku sering gigis. Aku sering glory coy. Kalian mau kalau live stream ML juga boleh kok. Mau ML request aja ya di komen. Live stream Mobile Legend. Oke, langsung aja kita mulai Contestarel. Let's go. Kita bakal ngerjain 3.2 story-nya. Semoga tidak lulus ya. Mulai. May this journey lead us astray. Nano.
Look, it's right there.
Kastoris, coy. Oh iya ya, kemarin ini ada seorang kunci pencuri. Yes. Story kemarin terakhir ini nih. Kastoris kadang-kadang berkunjung bukan hanya untuk menenangkan diri, tapi untuk mengambil sesuatu. Dan dia dari Kastoris dicuri oleh kucing pencuri yang paling terkenal di Amphorius, itu adalah Chipper. Ia mewarisi Corvland dari Zagreus, Titan yang telah jatuh, Titan muslihan. Si pencuri telah meninggalkan jejak. Oke. Wahai Pet Strider, berlayarnya menuju Sungai Jiwa. Kok perasaan gue gak enak ya? Aduh. Oke, langsung aja kita lanjut saja ya story-nya. Soalnya aku juga mau live streaming event ini juga. Loh, orangnya hilang. Loh, kok tiba-tiba muncul ya? Oke, langsung aja kita reconstruct tombak emasnya. Ayo kita kejar pun. Kenceng kali ya gerakannya. Loh. Api hidup teorius. Kok ada dua tombaknya? Weh, selamat datang menonton ya, kawan. Jelas sekali kucing pencuri mau bermain-main. Hanya tombak pendek emas. Waduh. Yang kiri nggak sih?
She's incorrigible.
Bener kah?
This is how it should be. We must pursue her.
Wih, dikejar loh. Main kejar-kejaran sama tombak. Oh, kita ke tempat Dromas ya. Ini tempat si MC makan tanah liat. Udah nih, tangkap. Ternyata Dromas itu kucing. Hah?
Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever.
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back.
No, since I know it's a gift.
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want.
Donasi. Kita punya larget ya buat gacha Banker Pet.
Bargaining is really not my forte.
Waduh, dijuluki putri no lab dong.
Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions.
Piece of cake. I can do that.
All right, I'll see you there. Oh, by the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit?
What? Madu darah ilahi.
She's incorrigible.
Putri Rumahan dan Babu. Aku mau mencuri hati kalian. Oh, punyanya si MC ya, dikasih sama Agleia ini. Poin silver. Markas hati di sini. Di atas atap ya. Kayaknya sih lewat sini harusnya. Aduh, aku mah masih pemula, Bang. Serverku aja masih dikit. Nggak sebanyak sepuh lainnya.
Here we are.
Over
Oke,
here.
di sini ya.
Here. No, not that way. Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd
Loh,
never find
Loh,
me.
kok tiba-tiba di belakang?
So relax, you two.
Aduh.
No need to get your hackles up. I'm
Meong.
not that scary, am I? Meow.
Meong. Kira ada karakter yang bisa mengeong juga.
No way.
Aduh.
Some people might have been into that a
Tapi
millennium
aku
ago.
main game yang
But loosen up, buddy.
Waduh.
Shall we get down?
Iya sih.
Give me the jewelry piece
Aku
first.
juga main
Or
Emang,
everything's
tapi
off the table.
dulu sih.
Oh, come now.
Maksudnya masih
Don't
main,
be so
cuman
upset.
live streamnya
Relax.
belum live stream lagi.
Relax.
Live stream Mobile Legend.
Look, isn't the view here just now that we've broken the ice? Let's get to the point.
Aku live stream
The
game
seamstress found me,
ini
and wants
Honkai
me to
Starel
take you to
sama
Styxia to look for
ML
the
sih, tapi
two.
ML-nya belum streaming lagi.
The Council of Elves.
Mungkin nanti habis
Of course.
ngerjain
I
event
may keep a low
AFM.
profile, but I'm still a... And last, but I'm telling you that I'm not in... Don't go look for the Death Titan.
Jangan cari Thanatos.
The end.
Oke.
Wow. This is my... And this room is full of it.
Apa maksudnya?
How much are these worth?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest...
Wow. I should have... Well, spill.
Payment for doing work.
Did you
Ugly,
forget
yeah.
my stick?
You wish to run away.
Dia ngapain?
Run away from your responsibilities. I understand this
Pacaran
prophecy
sama
weighs on you
tamatan dengan
immensely.
uang receh. Dan mati karena uang receh. Wow.
That is why But I need you right now.
Kali ini
So don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue. Give me a reason why you're bowing.
We lost Trian.
kami kehilangan Rian. Rian mati ya.
Oh,
The
Dikil
divine
sama
power of passages
Padil
is
Bayangan.
running out. I need another
Dikil
demigod
Padil
to escort
Bayangan.
Cass.
oh, I get it now. You're sending Castress to her death,
Hah?
and you want me to
Dia
die with
takut
her.
kematian dan mau mati.
This is Castrus's own request.
She brought this up.
She's also made up her mind to, as will you, Cypher. When you finally...
Don't be so sure. Time is hard. She can always turn back before the end, you know. Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Tell you what. Why don't I take this route?
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back.
You sound like you... In that case, let's make a pact.
In conclusion, I want to
Intinya
win.
apa?
So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all... What do you think?
Udah kayak gitu dong mati. Iya ya. Mata uang harus berbeda.
Oh, please. Dear Great, I'm giving you gold.
Emas.
Pure,
Ya, emas
solid
itu
gold.
It's
mata
not
uang
about the
stabil
value
ya.
of the reward. If we
Emas
don't
itu
find the Death
investasi pasti
Titan,
stabil.
her soul will...
Kewenangannya hadiah. Oh iya, MC bakal mati kan 14 hari lagi.
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
Kita harus pergi ke Styxia. Oke, Kastoris.
Princess, homebody. You keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care. But did you ever live for your own pleasure?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaia didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices.
Dia belum pernah bersenang-senang.
Isn't that why you're always running away from...
Fine. Never mind. We all have... But listen to me. Styxia is no tourist destination. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even if... And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. You know, you're not wrong. At least...
I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good, I can give them all.
Then how are you going to live the
loh
rest of your
demi
life?
MC. Wah.
Then I'll give you 90. No, 80%.
Well, don't mind if I do.
80% tabungan
of
Kastoris.
Castrus's save.
Wah. Jangan lupa kembalikan persyaratan. Ini sih.
I'm so
Kita kasih MC part distraction.
Here.
Be careful with that.
A minor change in plans, though.
So, why are you changing?
Oh, nothing really. Well, now that we've it's gonna be a lot.
Hah? Antar pulang. Hah? Loh? Oh, tiba-tiba di sini. Gimana nih, Mang Hoyo? Kok plot hole? Letakkan saja dia di sini. Dan pergi pemandian, temuin di gerbang Okema. Oke, terima kasih kucing pencuri. Oke, dapat madu darah ilahi di luar Okema. Sini ya, jauh. Lewat sini lebih dekat. Oke. Let's go, kita jalani story kita jadi kedua. Ketemu sama Silver di tempat keromas lagi. Oke. Jadi apa rencanamu?
You are here.
Yes. Beneran kita cuma bertiga.
Totally. The trio team is the best. No need, I already told her. You sure know how to put me in a spot.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just Did you know that the legends say you have to put an obol into the mouth of the dead or over their eyes if you want them to successfully cross the river of souls and enter the nether realm?
Wah.
That's the fairy fare for entering the nether realm. However, I honestly won't ask.
Kepercayaan di sana.
Don't worry. It's not a lot.
80% itu banyak loh, Kastoris.
All right, pass me the coin. It's time to get the gods' powers going. A fleet-footed trip. Oh, one last thing before we go. I gotta give you this piece of advice, especially to you, Princess Homebody. You can't catch the wind by waiting. You only live.
Kan 3D. Oh.
Get ready. Be steady.
Mulai.
Hi, your turn.
Loh, kok kasih koin?
Don't be nervous.
Oke.
After all, it'll be gone in the blink of an eye.
Oh. Cutscene-nya GG ya.
All done.
Udah, pergi. Halo, Kasuri.
Are you feeling alright?
Iya, kita udah sampai di Styxia ya kawan-kawan. Ini langgar batas kecepatan. Sampai kita masih di Ambones, masih sih. Ini kan kota Styxia ya.
She's the demigod of trickery. When she flips the coin of whimsy into the air, she gains incredible speed that lets her travel anywhere in an instant.
Oh, perbedaan dia sama Tribi itu atau
Just like how she clearly had no intention of
tadi
lingering
pakainya
here for even a
kecepatan,
second
tapi cuma
longer.
bisa satu orang. Kalau
We
Trian
can
kan
only
bisa
depend on ourselves for the rest
bawa
of the
semua
way.
orang.
Don't worry, Mem's here to help.
Halo, Mimi. Loh, kok dia bisa datang ya? Padahal nggak ngasih koin. Mungkin dia ikut
Being cute
kita
isn't
kemana
my
aja.
only forte.
This is Styxia, the city of dragons and waves.
Kota macan dan ombak.
Anaxa hypothesizes that the missing Thanatos is somewhere in these ruins. This is the land of their birth. Or perhaps of their death.
Tanah kelahiran. Oh iya. Ada penunjuk lain tidak?
Anaxa had used a secret alchemical art to temporarily fuse his soul with Circe's and Kephale. And when he was on the verge of death, he was pulled by Thanatos and caught a glimpse of the flowing. This alchemy, considered a sacrilegious act, might, even though Thanatos has been missing for 1,000 years.
Oh, so are we going to use that?
I guess that's the only way.
Thanatos is even more mysterious.
Indeed.
Enggak
Even
sih,
one as
kayaknya
erudite
lebih
as
misterius
Anaxa
ya.
could only point us to this place
Kalau sama aku
and
kan
no
udah tahu
further.
masalahnya itu.
We'll be entering the unknown as soon as we take our first steps. But that won't. I believe that, rather than standing still, taking action.
Oke, malam kelam yang menindih. Manusia malam. Apa ini? Keren-keren, menemui jiwa yang meluap. Serem ya. Ini kayaknya sekali masuk sungainya langsung hilang deh.
Go
Let's
back
go.
whence you came.
Hah? Pulang
Go back.
pulang ke kampung halaman apa ini?
Ahead lies the realm of the dead.
Mana mana kupu-kupu? Nggak ada. Nggak ada. Wait, apa ini? Kertas? Ini
What a
ini
beautiful
maksudnya.
butterfly.
Butterfly.
Is it?
This is a eulogistic butterfly. In Idonia, something.
Di tempat banyak orang menemui ajal ya. Wah, serem ya. Obsesi menjadi makhluk ini.
Think of them as manifestations of Thanatos' benevolence. By turning the lingering obsessions of the deceased, others think of them as Thanatos' messengers.
The second theory sounds more believable. After all, the things they're saying.
Perhaps. But the fact that we're able.
Kita sudah dekat dengan dunia orang mati. Aduh. Semoga gak kenapa-napa ya Elvi dan Kastoris ini. Wah, kayaknya bakal kenapa-napa deh.
These shadowy figures. They evolutions reflected by the River of Souls? Mommy told us to go ahead first. 1, 2, 3. Perhaps Mommy will be back. 1, 2. Strange. Reflections in the River of Souls seem oddly animated.
Jadi ini ya, fantastik. Iya. Dark juga.
Do you want to buy any fish?
Enggak pak, aduh pak, udah pak.
Wait. More. I'm not selling my fish to living people. You lot are too shameless. Buying fish without pay.
Could it be that...
So...
But there aren't any fish.
Other fish... I can only...
Apologies. I don't have much in the way of say. Please relax.
This...
I knew it. These people aren't illusions. They're the souls of the deceased. They're supposed to reach the end of the west wind by floating down the River of Souls. Yet, they have floundered upon the shoals of the stream, unable to move forward. Did Thanatos reject them?
Why are you identifying as a dead person now?
I have no idea. Hang on. Didn't he say more living people? So that means he's seen other members. Could it be that these souls are stuck here?
If something is done out of goodwill, are you really gonna call it deceit?
Goodwill? I can't see anything good out. Wait a minute. Lady Cypher?
That's me.
Oh, kamu sudah mati juga ya?
I still belong to the
Could it be that you are the living being that those souls met?
I couldn't take their behavior anymore. So I stole some things here and made up some lines.
It's because of vile living creatures like you that we're being misunderstood by all of them.
What else am I supposed to do? You can see the mess this place is in. These poor souls are denied by the nether realm. So now they're stuck in a feat. Did you see those two blacksmiths on the way? They've been here for as long as the sun's been around, wailing over and over about casting a shield.
Then why have you come back?
Hey, I'm not here to aid your adventure. I hate water more than anything else in the... But, I just... It's about that boy who defied death. I found traces...
Lord Mighty?
Hah? Ketemu Mighty?
Oh, right! That's his name. Well, now you know.
Kok bisa ke Mighty?
So long, Princess Homebody.
Huh? She did...
Lady Cypher has always been a... If Lord Mighty is also somewhere along the river shoals right now, then he will certainly become our signpost.
Don't worry. It's time for me. Ornyx's rune of recollection is nearby. Use prayers to return the river to before it got flooded.
Ini sungai jiwanya guys. Serem. Sungai jiwa. Ini landscape. Fase-fase kemunduran bulan. Kontraknya ya. Toko pandai bisnis.
Hey, over here!
Oke.
has appeared.
Keajaiban Oronik.
Amazing! It's like we're inside a giant bubble. Even the river got parted.
Ini serem juga ya kalau kena sungainya. Serem. Oke, udah sampai di atas lagi ya. Jadi aman. Taruh
There are
lagi.
wandering souls of the deceased here as well.
Perwira.
We must first return to the present before we can communicate with them.
Oke. Mekanisme baru ya. Dia mendekat.
Ah, by the looks of it, you must be the foreign warrior since the current campaign requires the
Foreign warriors?
a priestess, a warrior, and a divine.
What?
A campaign?
Nobody knows. Of the scouts that went ahead, only one has managed to return. As for the rest of the scouts, they've completely lost their souls. While there is still dissension within the city.
An unprecedented calamity.
It seems that you have indeed heard about this.
Kematian.
Well, death.
Tanah di depan adalah tanah terlarang. Karena itu nanti lembaga dan dunia fana. Dan membusuk sedikit demi sedikit. Kelahiran dari Titan Thanatos ya.
Death is
A world that has never seen death. Looks like, may I ask?
So he returned to Styxia. He only had enough left in him to last no more than half a... He said that he witnessed the demonic specter of an evil dragon at that treacherous land.
Styxia.
It all sounds rather
Sir, could I...
The Queen?
Oh, it's the same lines.
Leave it to me. Sir, the war ended long ago.
Styxia is no more? This cannot stand! No!
Oh.
Sir, I am the Maiden of War.
Maiden of War?
Don't worry.
Goodbye. Kas harus imut bang. Iya bang.
Cass.
Kas harus imut.
Oh, are you...
Iya.
I'm fine. Is this a remnant of his soul?
Apa ini?
Well then,
Oh,
why should I place my trust in you,
kok ada Agle ya di sini?
holy maiden from afar?
Wait.
Masalahnya
I
customis.
don't quite understand.
Since the prophecy has already pronounced your name as Chrysos, heir of death, Akima ought to treat you as an... However, you seem to have no intentions of concealing your involvement.
I cannot deny your claim. It was the council that offered this room to me. And they had only
But why?
I am unable to rid myself of this
I see. So that is how they plan. They have shifted the heavy responsibility of granting death over to me. If I ever become a...
And yet, you seem to...
That's because the fate that we were born... I've woven many unforeseen events. Tidy up your precious garments and come with me. Akima welcomes you, Castoris.
I didn't think we'd find vestiges.
Perhaps. But I do not need a reminder from them. Indeed. While my relationship with the council has always been... But... Why...
Udah ya. Oke, Kita balik lagi ke sini.
Could these dead monsters actually be?
Ini kan gelombang
If Lady
hitam ya.
Cypher is to be believed,
Why are the black tide monsters here too?
even Thanatos wouldn't be able to accept black tide monsters into their realm.
Oh, ini habis dibantai Mayday.
These traces seem to suggest that anybody who trespasses upon death, since the realm of the dead must remain peaceful, please stay back. Let me deal with these enemies.
Let's go, castoring ya. Castoring.
How's this taste?
I shall remember.
Langsung aja kita.
Indulge yourself!
Waduh, salah kah?
Please cherish this time.
As you wish.
Nah,
Embrace a new life.
ini aja lah ya, langsung. Kelar. Udah kelar.
Reach the end of the story in
The
your
path ahead is
Sekarang
blocked
semua
by the
dong.
River of Souls again.
In that case, let's go back to the past. This miracle sure is handy.
This is yet another aspect of a Titan's divine power.
Oke.
If Dan Hang was around, he'd definitely be able to raise the waters of the River of Souls into the
Dan
sky.
Hang. Dia nggak pernah pakai forum
If Lady
ini, terlalu
Hyacinth
main
was still
main
alive,
lagi ya.
I think she might be able to do that too.
Hyacinth. Oh, jadi dia pewaris Paulus aja. Enggak. Udah nggak ada ya Hyacinth. Kabar buruk buat yang nungguin Hyacinth buat ini. Tapi mungkin masih ada harapan buat dog. Salah pencet.
You
Kayak
seem
mungkin
to
masih
be
ada
able to
harapan buat
discern
Green.
both the past and the future.
Hyacinth. Oke. BTW ini spoiler 3/2 ya. Spoiler warning. I don't know.
Isn't there a god yelling? Indeed, I will at least derive some.
It's...
Oh, this place. Must have been a beautiful courtyard in the past.
Oh, ada Carmen Maker. Sini.
Please excuse me.
Sarjana
I am
istana.
but a scholar from a distant.
This one seems to know that she's already dead.
Dia jatuh ke sungai jiwa.
Oh, I was merely and you.
I'm sorry. I cannot bring you back.
I'm well aware. That's because I didn't fall into the River of Souls by accident. Instead,
Dia sengaja lompat.
Why?
Why?
if you could see the life I've led, then you would not reproach me so. But I did not expect things to stay the same even in death. Cersei's above. What cowards humans are.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, Holy Maiden. Cersei's above. Does this count as thinking till the moment I die?
Oh, kasihan ya.
I have seen too
Kejebak
many
di sini ribuan
farewells.
tahun.
Her distress is quite commonplace for some people. This power that I possess, but I never managed to convince myself of that.
Cass, are you still trying to...
Yes, because when... This is a wish that I've held for almost a millennium, but I've never been more firm in my conviction.
menghapus kematian. Nggak work sih. Ada buku apa ini? Untuk bisa meninggalkan dunia. Sampai jumpa Honkai Starwell. Oh, nggak hilang, dia kayak NPC.
Wow, this place is broken stick. Do we need to enter that doorway to climb?
But how should we get up there?
Lewat mana nih?
A day of peaceful repose.
The path is blocked yet again.
Oryx's 8 always appears in times like this. How convenient. Look, there's even a platform lift over there.
Nice. Okay.
A chest of the past has been left behind, but none of its treasures remain inside.
Mana. Ini. Ada isinya kok. Oke. Jalan ke sini ya. Bener kan? Harusnya sih bener. Waktu bukan teman.
Wait.
Iya.
Miracle suddenly loses its effect.
Serem jatuh.
Ma'am,
Pengelola
do
pedang harta.
you really want me to answer that?
Jatuhnya ke sungai jiwa loh. Langsung hilang. Ya.
Stay back. Don't come any closer. Don't come near me.
Why or is he actually scared?
There's no need to be alarmed. We're just
You have a point. While this might once have been the royal vault, it's since been plundered empty.
You've misunderstood us. We simply heard your shouts.
My goodness. I'm sorry to have bothered you. I merely saw a warrior.
A warrior?
My day. Seorang pejuang.
Wait a minute. You seem to be quite different from him.
It's a long story.
Thanatos?
Is it possible that he's
Death.
Hidup di era
Could it
kemasan.
be that you are here to defeat the evil dragon Pop?
Pollux. Is that the embodiment of No. Death?
Yes.
According to the warriors under the Centurion's command, that evil dragon has been dead for quite a while. But they saw a girl within the dragon's embrace.
Pray tell, where is that girl right
Itu
now?
Polixia ya.
I've heard that the queen spared no effort in bringing her back to the castle. Her Majesty intends to control all of Amphorius with this unprecedented power.
Oh, jahat ternyata ratunya.
As for whether this rumor is true,
You have
Cuman
my
rumor,
thanks for
cuman
the
rumor, guys.
invaluable insight. Please,
Utamakan
treat this
mencari
touch
kebenaran ya.
as a token of my gratitude.
Sebelum menyebarkan informasi.
thank you.
This is his.
Memorinya Castoris ya.
Then you granted him death. That isn't like you. You would have refused.
I did it out of sympathy, believing that I wouldn't be rash.
Sympathy? Sympathy for that youth.
That young man was favored by Talantin, who taught him a move that will defeat any mortal enemy with his... He could rely on that move to always achieve victory during Era Chrysia. However, now that death has descended upon the mortal realm...
You feel that he's...
Yes. Since he can never be inferior, that's why he approached me and pleaded.
You are perhaps...
I've seen the people of Idonia stand tall and they had such proud expressions. Expressions that made me, perhaps Death's authority was...
I won't refute your beliefs. It's a fairy tale from foreign land. A tale told.
What?
Yeah.
That means the girl born in the dragon's embrace. The personification of death is...
Yes. Dijadikan oleh orang malam kepadaku di dataran buku itu.
These souls...
I've already had an inkling, for my memories only begin after Aminet brought me.
Perlahan-lahan terungkap ya masalahnya.
Don't look back. Keep moving forward. Always.
Bukan kematian.
Shut up. Even if that girl is evil, it was the both of them.
Lengkap. Kunang-kunang penjaga. Bukan. Oke, lanjut. Wait. Suara naga loh.
This is...
Ada suara naga. Ayah, ya. Ketinggalan dong. Ya, ada tombak itu ya. Ya udahlah.
Living ones?
Alchemist, where. Terus ada politik. Terus jelajahi kota kuno pulang naga dan bicara dengan arwah alchemist. Aduh, ampun. Wah, hampir aja. Untung ada sebuah. Ya, skip aja. Battle-nya ini alchemist.
Oh, could you be the scions of... Did you hear about the great work that I'm doing here?
Great work?
Have you heard of the great name of...
Purple.
You don't have to describe it like that, miss.
You had, during the age of myth, a time likely before your birth. I was the unsurpassed sea...
But didn't that dragon...
Oh, looks like you... Well, it's true that the missing girl can grant death to mortals. Pollux, the one who delivered her onto this world, makes it so that humankind...
Si Map baca buku loh, sampai baca buku.
So, it's just as I feared.
Kemudian naga itu adalah dua sisi hidup dan mati.
This is my guess. The deceased are supposed to drift down the River of Souls until they reach the end.
That's right. That's why it's imperative that I bring the dragon back to the mortal realm and make it soar the skies again. I have long since prepared that final ingredient. The final sacrifice is none other than...
What's going on?
I know that I am no longer capable of
This...
We had been inebriated in Fagusa's feast too long before we began to seek divine bestowed death, so that we could, instead of summoning a supreme god, we encountered a monster that cut off the River of Souls. Unable to rest in peace, these departed spirits engulfed Styxia like a roaring tide. That child is the only person whom I managed to save. Born within the evil dragon's abdomen, she has possessed the talent of death since her pleas. You must nurture her to adulthood and prevent her from
I promise
Dan inilah Amun ya,
that I will care for her as a
wah,
mother. That I
ternyata
will
punya
protect
hubungan
her
dengan
from the
Aidoninya ya.
evils of death.
By Fagusa above, thank you for your kindness as her mother. Please bless this child with a
Dan anak ini
name
sebuah nama.
before I am swept away by the River of Souls. Please.
Oh. Like how a transient raven butterfly, a fleeting papilio castor, Castorus. That shall be her name.
Terungkap ya guys, terungkap ya.
Where my name comes from?
Asal usul dari Castoris, satu lahir dari dalam perut naga. Memiliki nama yang melambangkan kupu-kupu di ranting. Itu suara raungan naga ya, kayaknya.
Living ones, don't waste your time bickering.
Black Miss, please
be careful not to suffer the same fate.
Everyone, hide behind me.
In the mood for another beating?
Apa ini?
Time to mix things up. I can't thank you enough.
Aduh.
Ready as before.
Life is not so fragile here.
Taruh semua.
Please cherish as you wish.
Hah? Oh iya, bisa hidup lagi. Oke, ini dulu lah ya.
Life is not so fragile.
Loh. Apa itu? Langsung alien ya. Alien. Loh. My day. Why are you here? Kok kamu di sini? My day? My day. Kamu nggak kenapa-napa kan di garis depan? Aduh, masa mati sih My day? Aduh. Aku kangen mati sama kamu.
Lord Mighty, you've been through some tough battles once again.
That black tide.
Yang solo loh.
My death is only temporary.
Dia nge-solo gelombang hitam sendirian.
I will find my path of return and go back to the world.
Lord Mighty, I have always wanted to.
I'm the one resisting it. I must resist. I'll go against the current. That is my destiny.
It seems like he's completely focused on resisting the temptation of the dead. It seems his battlefield is not limited to the world. Lord Mighty, we're headed for the Matrix inside that tower.
Challenge.
That's right. If we can work together and defeat them, you won't have to be troubled by the curse of...
Let's go to get like the person who has brushed against death countless.
Cass, are you sure you want?
Tapi ini beneran mati ya?
I'm not afraid. There's...
Waduh, kok tragis nih
Rather than
alurnya.
standing still,
Alurnya Alforius.
taking action is by...
Naik. Oh, cepat. Mau jumatan. Cepat. Bentar lagi ya jam 4. Jadi semoga cepat selesai ini. Oke, speedrun. Where? Tes lumayan, ambil dulu. Ada puzzle. Tulang naga, guys. Makin dekat kita ke puncaknya.
I'm familiar, but I've never repaired.
If I was more powerful, I would be able to... The Rune of Recollection is here. Oh, could it be in that collapse?
Selama ribuan tahun.
That sounds so weird. Forget it.
Oke, men. So, yang paling keberadaan kota kuno. Kotanya Paul Busa. Next. Men.
Just shout for me when you need my help.
Tolong ya, men.
Got it. Just leave it.
Ini nih. Oh.
Mem did it.
The pink squirrel.
Apa yang merah dulu?
Is
The miracle's range is limited. Please come a little closer.
Tolong mendekat lagi. 2 bulan yang paling merangkul.
Aren't I a good fit for Orynyx's priest?
Yes, man. Terima kasih ya.
Of course. You're the most competent priest ever.
Dan
The alchemical matrix should be behind this door.
cepat. Saya nak jumatan.
Is that...
Trien. No. Masih belum tentang ternyata dia. Aduh. Cepat. Kita ngomong dulu ya.
Wow, there's so... It's little Cass and little Grape. Oh, there's also little D and the big puppy.
No. They are dead. Aduh.
Trien?
Sudah mati.
Get what?
This is the first time.
It really... Just like the other departed spirits we've encountered a little...
Yup, you're right. Trien already knows that she'll not be able to return. But Trien believed that little Cass would eventually return to the... So, Trien has been standing here, at this spot closest to the world of the living.
Oh, it must have been...
But according to what Trien said, we're almost... Trien promised Trevi and Trinen that when little Cass got here, Trien would get the gift ready and be the first person to run over and welcome you. So, little Cass, we finally finished it.
Wih. Terima kasih, Trien. tenang-tenang di sana ya.
This is what Lady Treby once mentioned. The gift for me that you didn't manage to finish.
The Holy Maiden of Janus. Even when separated.
Trian spent a lot of time drawing this. Trian hopes...
It's seriously...
Little Cass, we don't know what your journey was like before.
Ada
Treby has always said that it must have been a very harsh and frightening journey.
Yatin, Silver, Mayday, dan Painon.
But little Cass no longer has anything to...
Only now, when I see Lady Trian's gift, it's the first time I've gained so many
Mudah-mudahan begitu
companions.
banyak teman.
The first time I picked up the hobbies of crafting and photography. The first time I had dinner with someone
Dan
else.
memeluknya sampai
The
tertidur.
first time I went to
Aduh.
the market to buy the Chimera doll I'd liked for a very long time and hugged it to sleep. The first time I wore a dress personally made by Lady Aglaya. The first time I went for a walk with Lady Treby, Lady Trian, and Lady Trinan. Looking back at all these experiences I never thought were possible, it feels as though the scale... I took countless photos in the past, but they're all black and white landscapes. If I had known, I would have taken more pictures.
Mau foto bareng kah? Foto bareng, foto bareng.
Trian says yes! Trian likes little Cass and would love to take a picture with little.
Sadly, being departed souls, our images cannot be captured.
What? Are we seriously going to leave any room for regret?
There won't be any This vivid drawing surpasses any photograph from the world of the living.
Little Cass smiled. Treby, Trinan, and Trian's wishes finally come true!
I remember you once said that fate is not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but where people tread beyond the gate. Thank you for bringing me the final key.
Okay.
Key? Little Cass, why are you talking in riddles all of a sudden?
I have a feeling that soon, this gift of yours will become the key to saving Miss...
Wow, that's amazing! Then keep
Kan ya.
smiling and carry on bravely.
Cepat.
Little Cass, Little Gray, everyone, see you tomorrow!
No, see you tomorrow. Oke, cepat. Kamu azan. 30 menit lagi azan ya.
Lady Trian.
Goodbye. Okay.
The aura of this place. We have indeed reached the end of the stream of souls.
Di ujung sungai jiwa. Jadi ini pintunya ya, harusnya.
If I go any further, I might lose myself. I must leave now, for the black tide still reeks out.
Oke, dadah Mayday. Kamu bisa ketemu nggak? Jalan keluarnya.
I have broken free from the chains of death countless times. This time will be no different. Castorus, will you fulfill your duty for the flame chase?
I have yet to make my decision, Lord Mighty.
No matter. Make the choice your heart desires. I will continue to fight till I die, then rise from death till
Sampai Painon datang kan?
There is one more thing you...
What is it?
Professor Anaxa may have deduced the principles behind the Era Nova. You and I may be reincarnated as strife and death in the next cycle.
I see.
Ini 3 titan malapetaka ya.
Is that all? Are you going to accept such a fate without
Do you have a strategy to...
I haven't found it yet. Perhaps I never will.
Then, cease wasting your thoughts on futile. Control what little you can. And when fate's inescapable grasp comes, resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
Thank you, Lord Mighty. I will find the right decision.
Oke, dadah Mayday.
In the name of strife, may you meet a fitting...
This must be the alchemical matrix the spirit mentioned. Let's see.
Kita perlu memasukkan
We need to
langit
insert
kita bumi
Aquilus
Julius,
Sky,
api Kepal, Samudra
Giorio's,
Barbusa,
and Nestia's love.
dan cinta Menestia.
It seems our sweet princess homebody. In that case, seamstress, I suppose I no longer need to deliver your message. My time is rather
Whether you wish to break free from death or not, please, follow your heart. By the promise you once made, I ask that you fulfill your duty one... Castorus, please, live as a human, and die as one.
According to that alchemist, the final however, he is not privy to the past.
The past?
I saw the twins of death in Kefil. The trial of the Hand of Shadow demanded taking the life of your family. I died during that. She was consumed with regret over my death, so she used the Titan's authority to reforge my soul. Yet, it also means she has never revealed herself to anyone. That's because the Titan she became already fell at the start of everything.
You mean...
That's right. The River of Souls is no material river. It cannot be blocked by ordinary means. And that's why... We have to reforge its body with the power of alchemy.
But Cass, if that alchemist speaks the...
According to those departed spirits, I was indeed... But before we talk about that... I think they must have realized how heavy a price they'd need to pay when they used their divine authority to resurrect a dead woman. That's why they exerted. They never saw their wish fulfilled and fell so prematurely, all because they wanted to give me a new life. That wish is the reason Pollux's soul still lingers.
So instead of...
We were instead showing things to a strand of yearning that lingers.
But all of this is just a hypothesis.
That's fine. As Professor Anaxa often reminds us, now, the puzzle of Pollux's yearnings is nearly complete. With only one final piece, I shall reveal what they have been yearning to. Lady Trianne has already drawn a picture.
Oke.
Let the ritual begin.
Mulai. Alkimia.
And Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after Pollux. I shall lift you from the river of Hut, if even the slightest trace of Lady Almanette.
Did she recognize you?
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped. Please, go on. I'm listening.
Yes.
There's no need to worry, Elder.
The world.
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story, but you no longer need to hide that story. I can...
Oh, well... Styxia. The pearl of the ocean. Plagued by unwarranted calamity and ravaged by death in the fairy tale. From where you stand now...
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the era Chrysia, blessed with it...
I have...
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent, because all things... But I still can't take that as the final answer.
However...
Please enlighten me, Lady Your words might truly guide...
You and I are neither... But what if I
Love.
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. For all the good things in the world, the so-called era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. They simply exist. Perhaps the people of Styxia, but instead became fixed.
Therefore, death is...
That's right, Casteress. If you truly...
I understand, Lady Almanette. Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan Nestia's love was the chrysalis of Gold's first blessing. But, and most likely, if the world was bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Itonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. And I... Thank you, Mother. I will use all the love I've... My teacher, Anaxagoras. Grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse. Rises from the earth, falls from the sky. As above, so below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world. The great work that commands all death. I shall grant you embrace.
Mulai battle. Apa gitu? Kok bentuknya serem ya? Kalau Netherwing has very of souls. Kok serem ya bentuknya? Chaotic.
I know you're anxious. Shh.
Mulai.
Embrace a new life.
E2 nih.
There's no one left to weep in grief. I grant you peace.
Kakak.
Yes. Be careful. They may be moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them.
Time to mix things up. Down farewell.
Darkness with me.
Oke. Kelar ya.
May death protect us.
Please. Don't turn back to the Netherrealm.
Kembali ke dunia kematian.
Oh, death.
Oh, Kastoris.
Sleep in peace.
Epic banget ceritanya.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient, and I know you're anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with that, I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted, but I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Netherrealm. Just like, please take me to where the core... I'll be going now.
Hah? Pergi?
They may look scary, but as long as...
Selama kita masih disturbing ya.
What's wrong?
Are you...
What's wrong with her?
Her time is almost up.
Waktunya hampir habis.
If I don't go now, I'm afraid her...
What? Oh no! Is there any...
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazer's right. Mem,
Terima
stay
kasih ya.
here and keep a
Terima
close
kasih,
watch
Kak.
until I return. All right?
Go on, Cass. Make sure not to leave yourself with...
Aku juga mau ikut. Malah lomba dia.
That's not funny!
Malah
It's a deal
lomba.
then.
Oke. Jadi Kastoris doang ya yang nge-solo.
Please. Wait for me.
Tunggu dia. Oke. Ini
After
soundtracknya
all that,
adem.
you still ended up back here.
Ih, bagus.
So the legends were true. The Netherrealm really is a sea of flowers.
Yes.
Ini adalah Polixia.
Just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Naik kursi roda dia.
Is that you, Plixia?
Do you?
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during...
I see. Call me Thanatos, then. It'll be easy.
Panggil Thanatos.
However, since you recognize it...
Yes. I'm here to
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind. Just like what you heard.
Can you tell me about the last Era Nova? What did you do, Plixia?
Mulai dari awal.
A long time ago. But fate was cruel.
That trial was indeed
Then you should already know that my sister voluntarily... But I couldn't accept that. Why did we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the River of Souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways. In aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind, created at the same time. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Netherrealm to await reincarnation. If they raise their right hand...
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm. Never the half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death. That was the curse I forced upon you.
Then, what about you?
As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you, and then what was left of my reason was left behind in the Netherrealm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them, all while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring an endless loneliness.
Akhirnya kita ketemu Thanatos ya, guys.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another. We walked different paths.
I had a hope. I'm sorry.
I lived my life well.
Even though I forced the authority of granting death.
Too many responsibilities were forced. But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. I wouldn't have understood the meaning.
The meaning of...
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land. Because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our... That's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will. Nor can the Hand of Shadow determine a person's room, because the life and death of mortals...
Are you saying there's no...
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Life and death weigh equally heavy.
You, too, we've taken quite... I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written. It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching. I always hoped I would see you among, but
I know. You don't have to shoulder Death's authority on your own anymore. So, let's give our core flame to her and have her take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back. There's our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. Let's tend the field together. What do you think?
Yes, just you shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be as foretold by the prophecy. Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir, our fated moment has... Yes, but unlike that time... Yes. As dictated by fate, complete your trial in this life. Grant me you've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life, like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the nether realm. The river of souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. The sea of flowers you sowed shall bear countless...
Just one last thing.
Of course. What is it?
Goodbye.
Please.
Goodbye Thanatos juga.
Don't.
I promise you.
Goodbye Polixia.
When we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another reincarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms. Just like what I did when we were born.
Casterus, you're as beautiful.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Goodbye Castoris. Goodbye Polixia.
Time flies. When this farce is over, you're...
No need to ask so many.
Then why do you drag your feet?
I simply find them...
Such harsh words.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh.
I know myself better than you think I do.
And they... Well...
Should I...
The hour of the trial has come.
I suppose there is no point in...
You were saying that I'm for...
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new Titan. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and for all the pains I took to reach this point, I had already lost hope of ever... That is, until I met a girl. If Casterus was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, if the Twins of Death can bridge two cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls,
That is all well and good.
It matters not. The most important besides, I, Anaxagoras, am destined to overturn. Come, let us go and teach those pathetic.
Pakai anak saya.
Looks like it's not a bad time.
Goodbye, anak saya. Sekalian review.
Watch this magic trick.
Fine. So.
Let them hear the voices.
As always, that woman,
Professor Anaxa.
Everyone must cast their vote.
Prof.
Akama has stood strong under this system for. But that is not what you're asking, is it? I didn't spend all those years teaching.
To tell the truth.
No, I don't.
Because that question is not yours to ask. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that, listen up, I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead.
You still have time, so give it some thought.
Tell it to those
Ini
begging
nasihat
for
terakhir dari
salvation
anak saya
from the
sama
gods.
Payanan.
Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's Anaxagoras to you.
Who?
Aku Anaxagoras.
That'll depend on how well you perform.
Elders and citizen, finding of IDs.
Much obliged.
I remember him. Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she...
Can this dude really?
By Kefali above, as you look upon me, I see your fear and misgiving. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate...
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown. How I wish I could invite all of... Because she... and all... I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his Galba. He was a hunter. But in the end, those arms that once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son. And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No. She didn't. They kept saying the same thing over. Why, Finan? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the Black Tide. A looming threat that can bring Akama to its knees. Much as it pains me, I must disappoint you. By now, the name of that black-robed swordmaster, the Flame Reaper, has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the...
Lies! If such a powerful enemy...
Exactly! The city of Akama shows no signs of pandemonium. No! This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here. The Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body. The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it. It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akima's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly, we once took so much...
You insolent whelp! How dare you?
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet they attempt to mislead you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, make your judgment, then turn your... Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, for Aglaya, Trivios, and this vow will stay true until the end of our day. A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall...
At the present time, on the each faction holds...
As expected. This...
And now...
Is there anyone else who hasn't...
No, you're the last.
I have long since...
Very well.
Oke, mungkin segini dulu ya video kali ini. Sampai jumpa di sini dalam video yang datang. Ini juga sudah ada minyak banyak. Bye bye. Oke, aku mau jumatan dulu ya guys. Udah dulu, kita lanjut lagi story-nya nanti ya. Dadah.